Hello, I'm Andrew, and today I am joined by Chad and Brett on behalf of our fellow group members Kaylin, Kenan, and Jared. Today, we are going to be using the Rainbird Cirrus software system to help us develop an automatic preset irrigation system blowout process. And we have been told that automated schedule is more efficient than a manual approach in regards to the blowout process, and we hope this video can express that for you. So step one here, you open up your Rainbird Cirrus software system, and the first thing you do is you go right into your program builder. And once you're in here, you can see that we already have the map of our course in there that we've imported in a previous video. So your map should be in there as soon as you open your program builder. And so we are going to add a program first thing, and we want to make sure it is set to a standard program type, and we are just going to call it blowout. So okay, after you've created your program, you now need to create schedules within the program. For the opening part of this video, I'm only going to be making one schedule, and by the next part of the video, we will have 4 that will be set out throughout our golf course. Schedule 1, which I will be doing, is going to go from our pump house that I will zoom into shortly and head north to the northeast corner. Schedule 2 will go to the northwest corner. Schedule 3 will go to the southeast, and Schedule 4 will go to the southwest. As you can see, there's the southern end of our facility. So once I have created my program, before I add a schedule, I'm going to go to properties just by right clicking on blowout, and I'm going to hit sequential. I will hit OK, and then I will begin to create my schedule process. So I'll just right click again, add schedule, and I'll just call it schedule 1, and it will be done by station, just so that every time that the schedule moves, it will go station to station instead of by area. So I will again hit OK. Now I will zoom in on the area close to the pump house, and as you can see, there's our pump house right there, right by the water. And now I will just select the pointer, and I will start labeling all the stations on our golf course going from the pump house out. And for the sake of this assignment, and I think most golf courses just in general, when they do their blowout process, start at their pump house and push out, and that's what we're going to be doing. So just to give you an example of how we set up our 4 schedules, I will just go to this station, I will click it, and there's station 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whoops, yeah, I think that's a 5. Maybe I just can't count. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you just keep going to all of your stations that are designated by these little white diagrams, and you move it up your fairways, and you do that throughout your entire course. And it's important to make sure you don't miss any, just so that when the blowout does occur, that none are missed. But yeah, as long as you just make sure you click all of them, the blowout process should run smoothly as long as all of the stations are accounted for. So throughout the rest of this video, there will definitely be a little bit more detail in this. So I will now pass it on to Brett for part 2.
So once all our schedules are mapped out and built, we can start building the actual program within the software. So schedule 1, we're going top right. Schedule 2 is top left. Schedule 3 is bottom right, Schedule 4 is bottom left. As you can see, Schedule 2 is still working on Schedule 3 and 4 because it's so much bigger than those two and is running at the same time. So now we can build our program with software in order for it to run. So we can go into our program detail, and I'll just maximize this and go to blowout. So as you can see, our blowout program is here, and we want to make sure that it's on and nothing else is on. And it's scheduled to start at 12 a.m. So we'll go to our blowout, and you can see our schedules 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all starting to run at the same time. So this causes 4 stations to be on at the same time and 8 heads to run. We want 8 heads to run because that is how many heads that it takes, or that can run at the same time using our compressor. Any less, we risk blowing out heads. Any more, we risk insufficient blowout. So we also want to make sure that the optimized setting is off, because this allows our schedules to run in the sequential order that we clicked them in earlier when we were building them. And we also don't want to have multi-step stations. So we only want one here for all of them. That way there's only one station that is allowed to run at a time per schedule. So then, as you can see, they all start at the same time, but they have different run times because they're not all exactly the same amount of heads. So what we want to do is run our whole schedule 3 times, or a whole blowout 3 times, and have them looping and starting exactly at the same time as the last one. So as you can see, this starts at 6:08 a.m. because we did a dry run of the first one and it ended exactly at 6:08. So we wanted to start the next one exactly at that time, and then the next one 6 hours and 8 minutes after that. And we did the same thing with the other 4 schedules, but they are different times, but we want to ensure that this is the exact same amount of hours as, or this is the exact same amount of hours after this is this. So this will be 5 minutes, or 5 hours and 56 minutes out.
After your blowout program has been completed, you can now move on to the next step. So by clicking this icon with the water droplet at the top left of the screen, you will arrive at your system water budget. So in this tab, you are going to set how long each sprinkler is going to run for. So at a default time for our golf course at 10 minutes equaling 100%, you can see that we had changed the system water budget to 30%, which equals a 3-minute runtime. So after that is complete, you can now move on to your dry run. So having a start time of 12 a.m. and a stop time of 12 a.m., we can now start your dry run. By clicking the icon on the top left, it will begin. So when your dry run is complete, you can see that our blowout started at 12 a.m. and ended at 6:28. You can also see, if you go to the icon on the top middle of the screen, the dry run log times, you can see that each sprinkler ran for 9 minutes. We arrived at 9 minutes from a 3-minute run time for three rotations or times. If every sprinkler ran for 9 minutes, you knew that you had a successful blowout program. So to conclude, you have seen our video, and I hope it gave you a greater understanding on how to use the Rainbird Series program for your blowout on your golf course. We have gone through how to build the program within the map, how to create the different schedules, and how to build a program that allows you to blow out your heads in sequential order. We hope that this video can help you build a more efficient blowout program. Thanks for watching.